What up? It's ROSEGOAT. I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to make a Cash Carti beat right now. Right, so all those old PLAYBOI CARTI beats, those Cash Carti beats were all very melodic, and they had a lot of jazz notes in them, like 7ths and 9ths, which gave it that sort of spacey vibe it had. And what I did right here was just make a simple chord progression, play it out on piano. And right now we're gonna go find a preset in Omnisphere to slap on it. Here now the first one is a vocal pad. Here's what it sounds like. And the second one right here is a bass sound that I arpeggiated. So together they sound like this. Well, next I think is best we get some drums in, so bring in our clap, give it a little variation right there. Perfect. Now onto our hats. Let's go with this one. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna right click on channel rack icon, and then we're gonna click fill each 2 steps, which gives you this right here. Let's throw an 808 in here. Like that. Let's find a good one. Why not? So I'm gonna double the first half again and make some variation right here. Right, now we're gonna turn it down. Let's add an open hat, like this one. When we have it hit with our 808, it sounds pretty impactful, and it gets distorted a little bit by the soft clipper on the master. Let's see if we want to add any more perks, any more effects. Something very underrated that a lot of producers don't do anymore is add vinyl crackle. Pretty great tool. It adds a lot of depth to your tracks. All right, so what we're gonna do now, since we have the main part of our beat made, is we are going to make some variation. And this part right here is gonna be our chorus. We already have our 8 bars that we just made right here, so we're gonna double it, make it 16. Let's take our main sound, let's duplicate it. We're gonna cut our original MIDI data from the original Omnisphere instance and put it in our new one. Command L on Mac routes your plugin to the next open mixer track. Grab a gross beat. Top right where you can select your preset, you should choose momentary. Over here on the left side, there's gonna be a green button that says half speed, press that. And then there's gonna be different kinds of gates for actually like trance music, but that doesn't matter. It sounds fire on rap stuff too. So kind of just experiment around in gross beat. That's really what it's all about. Just finding a certain style, throw on stuff to mix it up halfway through your chorus. So let's try something else. That sounds pretty good already. That sounds great. So I'm going to throw a fruity chorus on top of that. Move the notes on this Omnisphere instance, the new one, up an octave so that when it hits that gross beat, it's not going to get pitched down like it usually does because we're placing it higher already. So you can really hear the difference. So what we're gonna do here is let's take away the hats. Let's take away the 808. Let's see how that sounds. Okay, no open hat, clap, and drag it in. Have this in just the intro. I might bring it back in the verses too though. Gonna take the back snare out too. And make the first half of the verse unique so that we can take some of the stuff that was in the chorus out. Gonna take out the hats. Okay, we're gonna switch the 808 right now. All right, cool. So again, I just pitched it up an octave to see if I was hitting the right notes. I was, and I'm gonna copy paste the first half again after I pitch it down, and I'm just gonna keep this on one note. I think that'll sound the best and build tension in our verse. I'm actually gonna move that to the second half. First part of the verse, I think I'm just gonna copy paste the intro again. Let's see how that transition sounds. This is a good one. So we're going to open a new channel and we are going to select a 2-step pattern. We're going to take the first half out. I'm actually gonna throw a little chorus on that. Fruity chorus on our mixer right here. I'm gonna turn it down to 50%. A little less, like 40. All right, so I'm just gonna add this little swish right here. Let's turn that down as a transition in between parts so it can flow a little more seamlessly. So far, we have our intro right here. We have our chorus, which is these two right here. And then we have a 16-bar verse right here. Just copy pasted our chorus. So we have another 16-bar chorus. And then we have another 16-bar verse. And then after that, we're just going to bring back our intro one more time. Let's see if we want to make a couple changes to it just so it's not exactly the same. Cut out that hat. And I'm gonna remove the filtered clap on the second half of our outro. Actually, maybe we can bring in that piano that I started the idea with at the very beginning. All right, and we'll just end it like that. That sounds amazing. Just like that, the beat's done. If you guys like it, you can buy it on BeatStars. Otherwise, thanks for sticking with me. Here's what it sounds like.